muchachos. Muchachos y muchachas. Welcome back. I hope you guys are good. I hope you guys are healthy. Long time no see after that crazy ending in the last stream. So welcome back in the chat. Can I also see you there? Yeah, I can see you everywhere. Let's go. So welcome back everybody to another round of painting and the chats, you know. So we combine working on the Gigi. I think, you know, we can see more and more of the vision, what is going on here. And we have the nice chats. We also have another mate over here, a fly. Oh, damn, mamma mia. I opened the window for like 2 seconds and he's inside and he's so big. Okay, anyways, I will not hit. Anyways, Mohamed Saleh is in the chat. Good to see you. Sanavi, hello. Zulal, Wafa is in the chat. The pants are so cute. Hey, also something. Today your boy is not drawing in white. Why? Oh no. And we have usually, like most of the time you don't see it, but I always put something on the floor, you know, because I can show you it's like wood floor, so it's it should be here, you know, that I put something there so the color doesn't drop, you know, but I don't have old newspaper. I always put old newspaper on that, but my roommate just told me that she threw everything away. So we are kinda careful with that, you know. Let the spider do her thing. Now the spider is outside and I think she's sleeping. But right after I ended the stream, I try next time, you know, promised, when we are in the study session, and even though I'm concentrated and I see that this National Geographic thingy is happening outside, you know, because after the stream ended, there was a fly flying into it. The spider came out of her thing, instantly ate, you know, nice process. Next time I'm just gonna put my phone on that and then you guys can see, and we have to do the camera a little bit up. And yeah, what can I also tell you? I hope you guys are good, you know. Wasn't in the study stream because had my classmates over to work on a project. Oh yeah, completely okay. Study stream was today rough, to be honest. The stream died in the last 60 and I don't want to do 3 live streams in one day because otherwise YouTube really thinks that I'm just a spammer, you know, and I'm not, you know. I just do painting and chatting today. Otherwise we should have cancelled painting and chatting, but I actually wanted to do the stream because I promised, and you know, your boy tries to go for the promises, you know. You really look good, Pascal, with the fit. Hey, merci. Yeah. Love the post, Pascal. Hey, thank you so much. Thank you. But let's get started, guys. Today, big thing actually. We're gonna work on the face. We're gonna work on the face of the GGs. For the vision, should I quickly zoom in? I'm thinking about zips. You know, there you can see the face, you know. It's a frog, by the way, for everybody who's new, who's walking through somewhere, and I think about getting, like, putting some ice on there, you know. So that's the whole plan for today, and I'm not sure how this gonna work out, you know. He got big eyes, yeah, because he's a frog, you know. But he should look a little bit pissed, you know, not a little bit pissed, but more like, yeah, more he's in his own head and is just walking through the streets, you know. Maybe he had a rough day, I don't know. I spent the croissant in Gucci now. What is the croissant? I'm sorry. Why didn't ya me? Just explained. No specific reason. But the frog has pants and boots, so much style, yeah. It's like a human version. Is he heartbroken? Yeah, you never know, you know. You are the person who is, you know, the consumer of the picture, or I don't know, we would say in Germany the Betrachter, so you have to have your own story about that. Okay, we go and start, you know. So for the 3rd time, did your view with the drawing change since you started? So for the 3rd time, did your view with the drawing has changed since you started? Actually, no. I've exactly draw. Oh damn, this fly! I can't believe, guys. If I'm completely crashing out on stream, it's because of that big thing. He looks unhealthy. He looks like that's not how an animal should look. What was the question? Oh man, Yeah, I would say the view is still the same. You know, I showed you in the beginning. I had the drawing in my head, and it's kind of, yeah. The only thing, yeah, that this is too bright. It has to be darker. You know. Okay. Then Pascal, take him to vet. Yeah. Oh, was that not your question? Otherwise, if I were there, the room would be this. Get that thing out, please. He's really... No, he will stay. Yeah, okay. So, as always, you can also feel free to draw yourself. Otherwise than that, you can also just listen to the chats here, you know. I'm gonna start with a black instantly to put it on his eyes. So, actually... Wait, I'm gonna use a smaller thing today with not a second camera, but here are the brushes, or however you call that, you know. Let the thing live. Yeah, I let it live. After the stream, I'm gonna open the window and I'm gonna put him outside. Do I have something even tinier to draw with? Yeah, this maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna try with black, you know. Analyzing the health of the animal. Yeah. Look how thin Gigi is, you know? The fly should look at that. Yeah. For today's chat, by the way, yeah, if you have something you want to talk about, you can always feel free to tell. Like, you can... I made a cool drawing earlier, we'll send it later. Oh, nice. I'm hyped. Yeah, also something, if, like we did it last time, and I thought it was kind of cool that you guys sent me what you are drawing at the moment. So then I can show the chat in the end of the stream. So if you want to have some... Oh no, this brush is disgusting shitty. No, do I have a tinier one? I don't want to do it with this. Yeah, he's also not so nice. I'm playing my guitar while watch, cause can't draw. Okay. Otherwise, I also have a question. Oh, I hate it. The brush is also not so healthy anymore. Don't even know how big I wanted to do the eyes. No, he's looking too straight. He should look down the floor, no? Or what would you say? You got a topic? Yeah, actually, yeah. Brush and the fly are the same. Unhealthy. Yeah, for real. Like, the brush is so... Yeah. Anyways, by the way, I hope you hear me good. The microphone is standing on the other side. Black or blue or brown eyes. Actually, black eyes. I was not thinking about brown eyes because I don't want to, you know, it looks very colorful, this whole picture, but it actually shouldn't. It should be so much darker. Therefore, we're gonna darken the pullover 100%. The only thing that should be bright was the crown. That is actually what's in my whole vision before the thing has changed a bit. So brown would throw it off, I guess. Yeah, I see it a little bit the same. So actually, what I wanted to ask before I now lose my thought of train, is this even a word? I don't know, we would say it like this in German, I think. You know, did you had like I had recently a big discussion again, you know, like I don't speak yeah, the discussion about Sydney Sweeney, not jokes, imagine. My brain would be so stupid. I don't think about that. Now, like those emotional discussions, like where you really got heated and all the stuff. Like heated, I mean like, you know, the whole process when you have a really heated discussion and then, like not with the insults, but really with, you are close to the insults, you know? And actually, is this something like it's really gone down in my life. I don't have it too many times anymore, but it's actually still a thing, you know. So therefore I want to ask, do you still, like, when was the last big discussion? Like a discussion where you were really, where you had the feeling, oh damn, the other person is not understanding me at all. And yeah, for example, I then get very emotional, you know, could be that I share a tear then. And can you remember the last time when you had that? For the past few months, I've been having a lot of those, a lot, with your roommate. Actually, today, okay. Today I was responsible for a PowerPoint in a group project with another girl. When we sent it in the members like mine better, so she entered and ruined all my slides. I don't know how to deal with her. Oh man, and then you also had, I guess, a discussion like that. Last time is a few hours ago. Yeah, but okay, is it then like, because to be honest guys, I couldn't do this every day. Like I would be, if I have this every day, like it sounds like it, if you guys had it one, like it could be a crazy coincidence right now, or it could be that you guys are just having this every day and this can't be it, no? Like for real. That's why I actually said I might be having anger issues. Okay, but you know, I have this. Okay, for the people who live at home, I can see that you have it more often. You know, I don't see a reason to fight with my roommates. You know, like I only. Yeah, obviously I also like them 100%. Now I have to quiet a little bit down, but I only, like, if a person is not very close to me, I don't see a reason to completely have the whole discussion. Then I say, hey, doesn't matter, never mind, like the never mind, and then I go away. But if it's nothing that's really affecting me or some, obviously I stand my man, but I know I don't have the time for that. But I only have it with really close people, like I would say family, people I dated or and close friends. Those are my three people. Making walk on water, holding red roses. No. He's walking through a city, and you can't see it. Here's a puddle, and he's stepping in the puddle, and there's the whole idea, Yeah, it's always people who are close to me. Yeah, same. I used to have a lot with my mother, but you're also not at the moment at home, right? What about giving us a vlog in German? Nobody would. Like, I think the most of the people just speak English. I think this doesn't make any sense. My room is my bestie, so no beef. And when there is a tension, I really like an elephant in the room. Okay, I only get upset when people have such a crazy political views. Last time I had convos like this was about Charlie Kirk. Yeah, but can this, like, for example, if I speak with a random person about political stuff, I never get so like that it's then like I'm trying to explain, I argue and all, and when I feel like, damn, this person is just not thinking in the direction that I want to think right now, or it's just, I don't know, I tried a few times more, but then it's also, I don't know, I don't do this for like an hour, Worst one was with Ruchi, to be honest. I'm sorry. What? You chill, Pascal, I could never. Hey, I had my Yomochi, I think. Well, by the way, with the worst one with Ruchi Kumari? What? I got like high blood pressure problem, but I tried to calm myself. Okay. Yeah, for example, I would say I have no anger issues. I don't get, when someone is insulting me and all this stuff, And now we speak like close people, parents or whatever, close friends or the people dating or whatever. Then I just get very frustrated, very emotional. Then it could be also, I'm so in disbelief that the other person can't understand my view or can't understand my emotion. I just, I try to convince or whatever, and then I'm reset. Like, I'm really reset in those moments, So, yeah. Actually, one time I was talking to a friend at school about something she didn't that made me sad. She replied by saying, well, it's your fault for getting sad, not my problem. Yeah, this sounds really like, baby argumentation, like this is how a 16, 15, 14-year-old speaks. But yeah, obviously not the right way how to deal with it, I would say, Not anger issues, it's just the blood gets in my head and I can't breathe when I get too angry. Yeah, I didn't mean it to you because, but yeah, oh man, then you really have to be careful, no? Like, if someone actually insulting me, I'd shut up and just keep everything to me. But if it's something that's going against my view, I can't keep my mouth shut. I'm kind of pity when it comes to this. Yeah. Yeah, in both, like, I can't keep my mouth shut. It depends on the person, not on the topic. Like, it really depends on who it is, you know? Like, obviously, if someone giving, like, really random worldviews or whatever, then I'm also telling this person, hey, why the eye is getting wide? I use too much water, shit. But I just then tell my opinion, but it really depends on them, you know? I only shouted at my mother. Me and my boyfriend have never had a shouting fight. Me and my ex had these fights almost every day. I think this is O'Mahony shout outs. How are you? Like, that's actually crazy. Like, I can only look back in my past, and when it comes to people I dated, I actually had a lot of fights. Like, that was more than, yeah, to be honest, that was, yeah, I don't know, there's really, what I'm doing, why it's so wet over here? Okay, I have to let it dry, I guess I have to work on another thing real quick. Then I can't keep my, or I have like tensions then all over the place. Unfortunately, I always start screaming and crying, that's so bad. I think the crying part is not even bad, but screaming, you know, you have to think about the other person. When you have a discussion and when someone starts screaming at me, you know, I always think in those moments, okay, how can I still get to the person? And don't get me wrong now, I don't start crying on purpose, but I think this actually a little bit fucked up, to be honest. Like, I have the feeling, you know, I have a discussion with someone, and when the other person then feels, okay, he's getting really emotional right now, then for some reason it's like, oh, I understand your ideas and whatever, but when it comes to screaming, I would have the feeling the other person, I can't reach the other person at all anymore, you know? I had fighting and with my roomie, I had a lot last few days, and I woke up while thinking it, said it's getting in my head, but now it's cool. Yeah, I think this can actually stay a long time. Like with, that's the reason I always try to talk it out. We, by the way, changed the shoes really quick because the eye has to dry a bit. Yeah, but I can understand. It's very sad when people don't understand me. They call me rather sensitive at everything. I don't get angry easily, but when I get really can't control my anger. What's, if you are open to share, by the way, what happens there? Because like, I had a few people in my life with anger issues, and to be honest, this is really not nice. Like, this is the word, like crying, even screaming is okay, you know, but anger issues, like when the people is like attacking me and I have to fight the person, to be so honest, I'm really happy that this is not in my life anymore, to be honest, because that is something that is just, I don't know, how is it in your perspective? Wait, screaming in a conversation is the worst way to communicate. Like, people who scream in convos are losing it, so they scream. Yeah, or they, you know, I wouldn't even say that. Maybe you also have the feeling, damn, I can't, you know, like, it's basically always, yeah, you have an argument, I have an argument, and then I have the feeling my argument is correct. And then I can understand that people start to scream because they have the feeling, hey, why can the other person not understand, you know? So making the argument louder. That doesn't make the argument better, obviously, you know? But I wouldn't say that it's, yeah, that they are doing it because they are losing it. They think they are actually right, no? This political thing always gonna end bad, especially with family. This is the only time I actually disagree with my family. Oh, yeah, I feel it actually. I had also a lot of political discussions. Or I can remember one discussion that was really, really big. I have to mix the colors, damn. On my 22 birthday, and Mamma mia, that was also, I was like, damn, I'm the only, yeah, but long time ago, but yeah, there I can completely understand. How can I mix brown? I only have like blue, purple and red maybe, and a little bit of dark. I need the color brown. Is anybody an artist, by the way? Can tell me which color I have to mix? I only have turquoise, pink, purple, red, black and white, and I need to create brown. how did I do it with the jeans? I think also purple and red actually works. What can you say about Germans? Do they get angry fast, or are they more of chill humans from your POV? I would say they actually get angry more, like fast. I wouldn't say they are chill. Like, obviously you can't say this, we are so many different human beings, different characters in Germany, but if I have to like answer that question, I would rather say quickly angry, to be honest, you know? Just imagine arguing with someone every day, it's so draining. True. My meat painted first layer, so waiting for dry. I didn't had fights, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2. If I see it's going to screaming or something, I say, okay, if you're gonna scream, I'm leaving, let's talk. Then I hate screaming. Hey, I think, Jasmin, it's actually a good thing that you to mix really quick, that you just leave. Like, oftentimes when I'm in those discussions, for some reason it's so hard to leave them, because the other person then thinks that I'm not taking it serious or whatever, or I think that I'm better. But to be honest, I think the best thing is oftentimes in those discussions, and if someone gets crazy emotional and insulting, anger, all the stuff, that actually at least I experienced, then it's always the smartest to leave and say, hey, we're gonna talk in 20 minutes again when you calm down, you know? I have a friend who almost always disagree with everything. I say literally everything, not in a joking way. If I say like I like someone, she would say against someone, she actually gives me anger issues. You know what? I know those people. Can really feel that point, but you know, you have to like, or what I always thought in those moments, because it's getting ridiculous at one point, you know, like. In my head, I can already think like, okay, this person will come up with the stupidest shit, you know. If I now tell my opinion, it will be exactly the opposite. But actually, then I think you know what I always experience in those moments? I say something like, let's say for real, so, yeah, I actually like summer. Nah, winter is so much cooler, the other person is saying. And then like 1 week later, hey, do you know what? Summer is actually really nice. It's always like this, you know? Like 1 week later, then it's my opinion. Suddenly the opinion was correct, you know? Like if someone's voice starts to make me ear edge from how loud it is, or if someone push me against a wall, definitely I would start screaming and crying. Hey, time, 100%. Like, yeah, this is obviously the worst what a person can do. This is what I meant with this is then anger issues or whatever. And yeah, there I would also, like, I'm not sure if I would start crying because I can see that you're crying and screaming in those moments. I think I actually have nice, I don't know if you can see, but the brown is kind of nice. Okay, I'm gonna use them for the shoes, by the way. I have close people to me that are just like that. They just want to be on the opposite opinion. Yeah, I think, to be honest, everybody has a person like this in their friend group. Like, I experienced that in my life a few times, and I think it's not even, it's obviously shitty, but for me the shitty part is always when the person is then 1 week later really, in my opinion, like out of the sudden, now it makes sense or what? Yeah, I don't know, but you know, these are at least they are friends, you know. Like, I would really trip if this would be, yeah, if the friends would be like screaming at me or something. Then I rather choose this thingy. I love just serious friends. No, I need some people I can laugh with. I can't only. I'm here now, my stomach is still so bad, I'm afraid it's a bug. I didn't get shit done today. Oh no. Oh man, I hope it will go a little bit better. If it gets just funny when the person is out of arguments to contradict you, yeah. Ach yeah. Pascal got a skill with painting and holding a convo. I could never. Basically, I'm not painting so much at the moment. Only small details. But the details are the important ones, I would say, in the end of the day. Ach yeah. But I was actually thinking about that it got, you know, now that sounds like a little bit sad, but for some reason I oftentimes have the least, yeah, okay, this makes obviously sense, but when I'm alone, I don't have any discussions, like only with myself. They can be even also hard, but I think it's kind of shitty, you know. I want to have time with family, friends, you know. To be honest, I rarely have discussions with friends, you know. Like, really shout outs to my really close ones. Like, they are so understanding, it's crazy. Like, and I also try to be understanding as possible, you know. Like, I think with the Greek guy, I never had I had with Mr. B a few discussions, or with Burger Friend never, only a few ones. But you know, this actually shitty thing. You know, I want to be with so for example other people than the close friends, or like let's say for example dating or family, and then I have discussions, and I actually, you know, would love to enjoy the time longer with them. But I also, my brain is then, oh, you have like this a discussion in the next minutes. I don't know. That's kind of shitty, I would say. You know. Like, I mean, those discussion we talked about, the frustrated ones, not the good ones, you know. If you shout at me, I either shout back, leave, or cry based on how close we are. If someone is shouting at me, yeah, that happened actually not in a while, to be honest. It's always like those that it gets so emotional then, but I think actually I would also leave, to be honest. But it's better to talk it out 100%. I hate it when people scream, especially at at kids, because unfortunately this is how my mom raised me. I'm the oldest, and she changed with my younger siblings, but screaming makes me nauseous. Yeah, I think, you know, I think the situation that Taim told, you know, like this was more of a self-defense mechanism. But what you guys are saying, 100%, this like this kind of screaming, I really don't want to encounter too much in my life, because it obviously doesn't make any sense, you know. But it's like a maybe also self-defense mechanism. You know, I always have the feeling, if you have a discussion with someone, and the other person, whatever happens, you know, crying or whatever, I think it's always like because the person can't understand that she or he might be wrong, you know, and therefore they start, like, it could be for you guys even a good sign, like, okay, like maybe he now starts screaming, but in his inner or her inner self, she sees that I'm actually right, you know what I mean? So maybe it's even a good thing. If I like, it's not a good thing, but to see it from this side, if I scream, it will affect me more than others. So I keep it cool and scream not an answer. I take some more when I get too angry. Hey, this is actually really nice and really self-reflected, I would say. In a heated moment, you should step back and let it settle a bit, because emotions you will be hurtful and irrational. 100%, like this. Really. Have a little bit of distance to the person can sometimes do the most, you know, like I mean, like for a short time, you know, and then come back, like not this. You can also say, okay, I'm now gone for like a few days. No, I obviously mean like for a few minutes, you know. Alright, but sometimes Miles is in the chat, welcome. We just gotta scream and let it all out. We are not always so calm. Yeah, you know, can do whatever you want. But I can understand this 100%. You know, this is what I meant to. I said this to Mohamed Saleh's message. Like, I can understand why you start screaming. I can completely get it. You know, I have my way of responding to a discussion that is kind of heated, and you have your way. You know, but it's obviously like you can also have to understand that some people say I feel shitty to be. You know. If someone is screaming at me, I have the right to say, hey, it's just shitty at the moment, because I don't want to, I don't know, that someone is like, putting that anger on me, you know. So it's like both sides has to understand, I would say, you know. People can have conflicted opinions. It's okay to have a truthful debate and see each other's perspective and reach for the truth, but some people just shut down the debate fastly because of hate speech. Yeah, I think this is what we oftentimes, you know, when I asked you this question in the beginning, I was actually more thinking about other kind of discussions, you know, like this sounds, for example, like a typical political discussions, and to be honest, for some stuff this is also the reason, like we had this political talk where I was really like, I don't know if this would be my path, because some people just, no, they really have troubles understanding stuff, you know. So political discussions are really sometimes, I don't know, do you have a lot of political discussions in your life? Like sometimes I have the feeling, yeah, I explain my opinion and I think it's really, like you need, I don't know, yeah, maybe I'm thinking completely wrong, but I'm just, yeah, okay, if you don't get that, then like this is really easy right and wrong thinking, where some people are thinking this is right to do, and I was like, mamma mia, if this is the base of the discussion, we can't do that, you know. So yeah, your whole job surrounded by politics, yeah, like in law it was the whole time, you know. But this was actually shoutouts to most of the friends who study or professors or whatever. They could actually see that some stuff is just wrong, you know. It was not like you reached another level, but with some people I really have the feeling I have to discuss the first level. Is it good to, for example, kill a human? Like this should be clear, like this level should be set, you know. But I don't know. But this discussion I only have with really randoms in my life, but with randoms I think like, okay, I don't know. You gotta have those talks with family once a while. I never initiate a political conversation with someone else though. Yeah. I'm crazy that I like politics. Yeah, I think actually politics is, it depends how you see it, you know. Like I also once told you guys that I have the feeling for some people it's entertainment that makes depressive, you know. Like you're kind of entertained by politics. You have no, like most of the time you have no effect on it as a complete normal person, you know. And you know, some not nice stuff is happening and then you have to deal with it. Some people have been raised en masse, that's my conclusion. I have actually no clue, like how this is working, that some opinions are so, yeah, it's obviously we are so many humans, it can't be that everybody has the same opinion, but sometimes it would be actually kind of helpful. Arguments start because one person gets hurt and hurts the other person in response, and it's a vicious circle. So the key is to try to manage your hurt in communication and calmly. 100%. Random, sorry, no, completely okay, but I get your point. Like, you know, this is where the discussion shouldn't go, or should never go, you know, when you hurt the other person, you know. You can always, I think, but some people take why is this kind of a yeah, anyways, some people take good arguments offensively, you know, because they can't understand that that you think like that. Okay, I even said the same thing a few seconds ago, but at least I don't take it personally and then just think, okay, I don't know, whatever. Imsiko is a new member. Thanks so much. Welcome. True, O'Mahony. If you don't have to worry about politics, you are very privileged. Yeah, but do we have, like, yeah, I see that, but obviously some people has to worry less about politics, but do we have a single country where the people don't worry about politics? Like, I would say Germany is a very, at least you have the feeling that you are in a very privileged position, 100%, but here also everybody is worried about politics, no? Or is that like someone, like not everybody at least, but the people who see the development in the politics, like I would say they are also worried, you know? True, that sometimes people are too defensive about their political opinions. Yeah, my family members don't take me serious in a political topic. Yeah, I think this is I really don't want to get my, like, if I ever gonna have a child in the future, you know, I really never want to give the child the feeling that I don't take it serious, you know? Like, then if you don't take your child serious, then at least have the patience to explain. Explain, like, what you think is so ridiculous to talk about or whatever. But, yeah, that's actually not nice. I don't know if this works what I'm doing here. They gonna take you serious when you can vote. Oh man, now some people don't care to know what's going on. I don't blame them, but they are privileged. Ah, this is what you mean. I thought like you mean like there are some people in the world who really don't have to care. Ah, okay, but you think like some people just don't care at all. Yeah, okay, I see that. But I think then, you know, it's kinda, you know, if you have to worry or you have to care but you don't care, that's kind of an ability, no? That's not, I would say not, like I don't say that those people do something wrong. If they just say, okay, never mind, something I can't change, I'm out of there. I don't know, I can see that a bit, you know. We are humans and we should have different opinions, but some people have the really bad ways of thinking, just like Pascal said, like opinions that shouldn't be discussed. Yeah, it's really, in those moments I'm always like, what is going on? And now I'm really thinking, should I go on with the lips or should I recolor the whole pullover a bit? Politics is engineering in a way to divide people and create disunity. This made the politic power that comes with unity amongst everybody. Yeah, obviously politics is dividing the opinions, or what do you mean? Because we have so many different opinions and the parties are talking about so many different things, no? Earth is doomed. The people who don't worry much about politics come from privilege. They don't face much issues. They don't get to root cause, or they want to associate with the shit. Yeah, or I was just thinking, you know what I said earlier, that imagine you have to worry about politics because it has a special effect on your life. You know, it's like stuff is getting more expensive in the stores or whatever, even though there's more, not even so close connected with politics, you know, it's more like the whole market. But imagine that you still don't care. You just think, okay, I have to make more money now, you know? Yeah, I can see the vibe of that, you know? Yes, but if you are a Latino person in the US right now, you have to care because you could be locked up in El Salvador prison and separate from your kids right now, even if you're a legal citizen. Yeah. I don't know that actually. I didn't heard about that, but yeah, crazy. Like, even then, yeah, you have to obviously care about politics but yeah, I just meant a different level of like, you know, I know that there are problems going on. I have to, okay, then yeah, but yeah, in this situation it might be a little bit different. Difficult to think like that, you know. People who truly don't care about politics, they are just ausgesteuert and not a part of society anymore. That's possible, yes, but you won't get anything anymore. Would you say so? I don't know, to be honest. Like, if you truly don't care about politics, and okay, in O'Mahony's example, I truly get it. With like, I have to go on, by the way. With like, you don't. There you have to care. But I was thinking more about. Oh shit! I made a mess. No. If you, for example, if you live in the Swiss like you, and you don't care, like how are you then ausgesondert? Like you can still do everything, you know. Like just not, like I think not caring doesn't mean not anticipating anymore. No, like you are still part of society. If the opinion is wrong, do I have to accept it? They didn't get the eggs from there. what would you say? Okay, switching back from the whole politics topic. To be honest, yeah, it's kind of a, I don't know. What I want to say with if you have an opinion, I think Yomochi, to answer that, it depends on who that is. Like, for example, if I meet a random person on the earth, and let's now stick to the one example we did in the beginning, where like someone thinks that it's okay to kill humans. How, like, I can call the police, but what should I else do in this situation? Like, discussing that with this person, I would try, but then. I can't lock him up. I can't go into his mind and delete all those weird settings there. I have to find another way. I would say. Guys, I need Halloween inspo. Is in the Halloween clothes? I don't know. I painted a leopard. Could I show it to you? Yeah, everybody who wants to just send me it, and then I'm gonna show it on stream in the end of the stream. True Mochwa, yeah, news are pretty messed up here. Okay, it's a politics, wait. But they are looking down on my opinion without a sufficient basis. Yeah, okay, but... Okay, then tell me, what would you do? Like, with a close person? Also, with a close person, what are you doing except of, like, discussing it every day? Okay, I now have an example in my head. I have... let's say a family member, but not from my close family, more far away, so it's no clue which family member that is, Hey, it's just getting dark. I don't want to have black, actually. I have a family member, and this family member, not in my family, as I say, like a relative, but far away, like a different generation, and this person has right opinions, like right-wing opinions. What I mean with that is like a little bit, to be honest, the person's obviously not admitting, as always with racist people, they're always saying they're not racist and then saying the most racist shit, and I had how many discussions? I don't know, let's say 30 discussions over it, and it just doesn't stick to the mind. And it's family, I can't just, obviously I try to not be with that person too much, but I have to be there sometimes, and I could go there all the time and start the discussion over and over again, but to be honest, that doesn't make any sense. I can't reach that person. As a kid, I know how really sad that made me, because I was like, hello, how can you not understand that, or how can you not see that this is just racist? But I don't know what to do more, you should call out, maybe. I do same with my family. Yeah, what do you mean with call out? Like what? Like I said, like explain. What do you mean with call out? Or maybe this was to you, Mochi's question. I would say maybe this person was educated in a certain way that made them think this, not to shut them off or completely, but try to gently get them to understand your opinion. 100% tried, didn't work out. But this is now my way of dealing with it. I don't talk about it then with this person anymore, because it made, from my perspective, no sense. Like, I was really like, okay, I don't know, this topic is really over with this person. Like whenever this topic is, whenever the topic is coming up again, your boy is just leaving the table, Like, you can't change them exactly. Or like, you can try. It's really, if I don't need to talk with this person about this topic, I will not, Or like, it's really, it really is education. That's why in America them banning so many books that they have mention of different races or sexuality. It's so dangerous because it alienates people. Yeah, it's, to be honest, the whole, what is happening right now in America is really a complete different discussion. And what I try to make a really dark color, but for some reason it's more mint at the moment. Is it navy blue? No, I need now a little bit of black again. Don't waste your energy. I will tell them they are wrong and then skip that person from my life. Yeah, but with family, how you want to do that, How you want to skip the family out of the lives, Okay, I need a little bit more purple. I think this is at the moment a vicious circle. adding more and more color to the plate, not doing a single thing. Ah, yeah. When you realize the person not gonna change, I would stop to deal with it. Yeah, kinda exactly what I did then. In the end of the day. And in the end of the day, it doesn't work out here with the color. What's good? If I said like drugs, what? If I said I like drugs and I kept defending it, you're gonna give up just like that. This is a hypothetical. Please, I don't like him. Okay, hypothetically, in this moment, no. This is something else because you are hurting yourself, Yomochi. I think it's kind of, for example, in this example that I gave you right now with a little bit racist views of the world, I know that this person is not gonna do shit to others, they don't treat others differently because this person is in a different, living in a different world, but if he would treat others bad because of that, I think then I would keep on going my discussion, because then then I'm fighting for something that is actually worth it to fight for. Therefore, in this whole talk with with where you said, okay, you take drugs, you are hurting yourself, I would talk with you every single time we see. And the same, for example, I told you, I have friends who take hard drugs, and I actually, with my closest, I have every single time a discussion about that, or not a discussion about it, at least I'm still saying hey Dan, this is addiction and all the stuff, We have to say Yomochi, by the way, she's taking drugs. My family in America are all right-wing, but I love them, it's hard. At this point, we try just to avoid those topics because it's amounts of nothing. Okay, damn. Hell no, I'm thinking on no, Yomochi's not doing drugs, guys. It was a joke. Oh, what you do? What is your answer then to this? Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna color this arm now with this color, because it was too black anyway, too bright anyways. Or what would you say in this situation? Would you do it differently? Because I think when the person is hurting himself or whatever, then there's always, then I need to, at least when I really like the person, I always gonna try to fix that issue, or talk with them or whatever. But then avoiding this topic, hell no, I couldn't avoid this topic. Can't, when I see that the other person is going down, hell no, to be honest. The problem with that, Pascal, is that the line is thin between I just think like that and then I will start acting like that. It happens too fast. What do you mean? Sorry, I don't understand. Actually, I don't understand to which point. To the drug topic? I don't know what you mean. Sorry. I'd like to change them because it's sad to live with so much hatred in your life. Yeah, Pascal, because I care about you, I need to talk to you. You're addicted to studying. If you see that I'm going down, it would be then I see that point actually. Help me, guys! I'm addicted. No, I'm actually good. I'm gonna do my best to change their opinion, because with even your example, they're gonna hurt someone else at some point. You mean the racist example? Yeah, I was also thinking like that. Especially when I was younger, actually there was no hurt. Okay, this person that might be really special, but this person doesn't hurt anybody. They just have even they don't vote for the right wing thingy, So more for the conservative, and that's completely okay. Because obviously it's kinda I don't know to be honest. Okay, I'm gonna get back to studying. Good night, y'all. Hey, good night. Okay, this is mega out of the blue, but your parents are matching with Gigi. Yeah. Maybe I also had those pens in my head when I started the drawing, to be honest. Yeah, guys. Wait, I've been with you for 2 years or what? For real? That's crazy, because I started, I think, streaming exactly 2 years ago. Then you are really there since the beginning. Yeah, but Mats, you are already an OG. OG from London. I used to say being addicted to studying is literally better than being addicted to something or someone, because people can change anything. I think every, I don't know, I think every addiction is kind of shitty, to be honest. That you have some stuff where you are dependent on. But yeah, studying, I don't know, I would never say that I'm addicted to studying. I really do this through my free will. Like, I don't wake up and think like, Mamma mia, you need to study. No, it's really always my own choice. Okay, I want to work on some stuff today. And it's not even addiction, it's just, yeah, maybe it's motivation and like kind of a rhythm, to be honest. I cannot send the leopard, he's back at the zoo. What? I thought you draw the leopard, not that you really have a leopard. What? This is crazy. Ah, yeah. See my opinion. What if you do like a white outline of the crown to make it like glow and stand out? Not sure. I don't paint, just sketch. Actually, we talked about this in the last painting and chatting in the end, and I was also thinking about outline. But before I do an outline, I want to finish every part of Gigi first. You know, like that means like when the whole thing is ready, and then I do the outlines. And I think this is also how you do it. Like, you always finish the drawing, and then you do the highlights and the outlines or whatever, because otherwise it's you know, I might have to change something in the middle, and then I can't anymore. You know, I'm drawing on my own skin. This was really my top hobby in school time, and also in lectures in uni. Always draw on my hands, even though the people say that you get cancer from them, and that is truly right. For some reason it was not too nice, but yeah, that's just me being bored, or I would say, you know. Okay, and will you make rains? Yeah, this is actually a thing. Like, I'm not sure how to make the rain, to be honest. If you have any idea how I can make the rain a kind of a nice way, let me know. And also, if is this the right color for the pullover is also a different question, to be honest. Guys, it's actually kind of not nice that I'm limited with the colors. I would love to have a little bit more. What would you say? I would change then also this hoodie color to this arm sleeve, you know, so the whole hoodie is the same. What would you say? Is this good, or would you say I should do it different, you know? I draw on my friend's hand. Man, I'm a bad friend. She let me do that. No wonder that shit. Yeah, like your friends are crashing out. Oh man. By the way, I got this skin disorder called dermatographia. It's like skin writing. I can't doodle anything on my skin and it becomes 3D. Cool, nah? But dermatographia is not a real thing, right? The painting is fire. Guys, green was good, I guess. Would you say it was a mistake? Nah, it should be a darker color, no? Like, you think it's too dark now? I was really thinking about... Yeah, wait. Where do I have my hoodies? There's not somewhere... I don't have a navy blue hoodie right now in there. Here, about this color. And I think this color is actually close to this one. Close up. I won't let my friends do that, and she's still doing that. I think it's fine. The chair is, it looks so fun. It's really nice. Should I send you my skin doodles? Yeah, you can. Okay, guys. So, Gigi match with green, Pascal. Yeah, but I was thinking then the whole thing is too green, no? Wait, I can I can show you a close-up. Like, I think this is then actually in the next, here. Like, obviously now you're not used to it, but if I put this color also as this color, because it's obviously a hoodie that is not double color, it should be two, is it then not better? Yeah, and it matched better with like, we have like purple shoes, red, dark red jeans, like those, and yeah, then a navy blue hoodie, and I think this makes the most sense, no? Could we add some glitter to the end? I don't know if this matched, but the darker color would make it a bit too dark, the whole painting. Why is he looking nervous? He's looking nervous? What? I don't see that actually. He's looking... Yeah, I was thinking if this was not correctly placed, if I should have placed here. Ah, shit. Shit. The arm is too dark, sirs. His skin color is so slate, Pascal. Yeah, true. Ach, guys. Family and friends. I think that was it. You can add white shadows to his arm. Yeah, there's the thing. Like, you might now think it's gonna be too dark, but if I put white outlines, then everything gonna be bright anyways, you know? I like the old version more. Shit. Yeah, it's never too late to change it, but yeah. The black eye, make it a bit bigger. No, then he looks like a drug addict with like plates as eyeball, you know? You are expert. He looks kind of depressed. Yeah, it should look like that, to be honest. He should look happy or something, you know? Slightly above the left side of the arm. What is there? Something. 4 more painting and chattings. Yeah, 4 more painting and chattings. And maybe also have to do like something after the stream that I just focus on it, you know? Yeah, anyways, that was it for today. I hope you guys had a beautiful stream, as always. Yeah, we had actually today a long discussion about discussions. And yeah, as always, you can feel free to leave a like, subscribe. You can also check out, I think there should be Instagram and the second channel. And oh, Summer Sharif. Wait. I said that I'm gonna check out Instagram painting and chattings. I will. Wait a moment. I can also show the chat if you're open for that. But I guess, yeah. Oh! Oh man, those are so cute. Okay, wait, family and friends, for everybody who's interested. The drawings. So, first we have my little buddy. He looks like someone of the profile, like a profile pic in the chat, to be honest. That looks like Gigi with a small jupe. Then Athena, are you in the chat? I guess no. Snoopy, he shouts out. And the SpongeBob's. Hey, kinda cute. I would say my favorite is actually the Snoopy one. Do I have wait, if you guys want to send me more, can obviously do. Okay, I think no. Anyways, hope you guys did a good one. Only the best. We see each other tomorrow again. Hopefully the PC works. Ciao, cow. Bisous and love you.